Hey guys, I wanted to make a video on a really good example of an A+ trade. And I believe that there are multiple ways you can trade. You have multiple A+ ways you can trade. However, this is one of the ways I love to trade. And it's not my only way, but it was definitely an A+ setup in my opinion. And in this case, it was actually on the EURCAD chart. I will also show you a screenshot from the Discord right now, where you can see that on Thursday, I said, well, there might be a juicy setting up on the EURCAD chart for maybe tomorrow. And that's what happened on Friday. So what is actually an A+ setup in my opinion? In my opinion, for me personally, it's just a trade in the right direction, right? However, you want it to tick off all the boxes. So what was I exactly looking for in EURCAD? This is the last weekly candle from last week. And we had loads of equal highs resting here, all that buy side liquidity. So keep in mind that line are all the equal highs. What was happening on a bigger time frame? Well, on the monthly chart, we had already tapped a monthly fair value gap, even a balanced price range by the looks of it. It took that sell side liquidity, and then it started pushing off that fair value gap again. So when I came to the chart on Thursday, I saw actually that on that particular Thursday, and I will show the daily chart in a second, that we were pushing off a fair value gap on the weekly time frame. Also weekly order block here. So I was looking at this specific weekly fair value gap, and I said, well, by the looks of it, because it started coming lower, creating the weekly power of 3 on the candle. And then when I came to it on Thursday, I saw that Thursday candle tagged the 50%, just perfect, and then closed above it again. So I was like, all right, on Friday, it's valid to look for longs to the specific. I just targeted the buy side, the first buy side, but in the end, it actually just reached already during NFP the complete drawn liquidity, but I didn't want to trade during the NFP move. So what happened on Friday? How can you actually then, once you have the narrative, so you have the bullish narrative, the bullish bias, how can you look then for a trade? Well, we look for the fractal of what we've just done. So what have we just done? We've established that we're coming off a bigger monthly internal range liquidity from a fair value gap, and it's reaching for external range liquidity. Now, on a weekly, it aimed for internal range liquidity, and we look for a reach of external range liquidity. So we had this previous week high here, and we had bigger buy side above it. So on that Friday move, that was the narrative. So we had the monthly internal to external range. Now I had a weekly internal to external range. And now I wanted to see, all right, can we get a daily candle power of 3 move? So meaning manipulation lower. After open, this is the open, manipulation lower, and then push up higher. So then we dive into the sessions. So on a day, what happens within the sessions? When we look for that power of 3 move, what are we looking for? Well, we're looking for a manipulation. We're looking for a manipulation below accumulation, or in this case, below true day open. So this is a classic ICT setup. We have our Asia range. This is the Asia kill zone, the green box. We manipulated below it during London in the kill zone, I think around 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. That a lot of the times is the timing. So everything lines up. We have accumulation, timing is correct. We manipulate below true day open, which is midnight open. So everything lines up now. We're coming off that weekly fair value gap, pushing up higher. And now we're looking intraday for anything that can confirm that it's ready to move up. So once I saw that the reaction from that Asia low, so the Asia low liquidity, was making a change in the state of delivery. So it started violating the high of this candle on a 5-minute, then created another mitigation block. This was around where I pressed market long. So I will show the Discord screenshot over this video, but my entry was around somewhere in here. I know I ended up with a 7.04 on that buy side liquidity. Let me check if that's correct. Then my entry was a little bit lower. That was probably somewhere around it's a bit hard. Well, around it was 7R. You can see it in the screenshot. So this is when I just pressed market. I saw that the liquidity was taken from Asia. I saw that we built some strength on the 5-minute. And I said, all right, guys, let's go. And I just took a full pull. And eventually it went to that buy side before NFP. Look at here, 7:30. So I was out before NFP, just beautiful. So this to me is a perfect example of A+ when every time frame starts aligning. And then you can get like the daily profile example, just the classic examples that ICT gives us. That makes it a great narrative then to take your trade. And immediately I got confirmed on bias when it took out this Asia high. I went BE, so there was no risk on the table anymore, and I took a full pull to the 7R. So it was a 7R trade, really beautiful trade. So I hope this example was valuable to learn from. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Or you want to join a community where I give these kind of trades in advance so you can learn from them and study them. It's not a signals group. I've never been a signals group. I never aim to be a signals group, but I do want you to learn from the trade setups I look at and what I'm exactly looking for in the charts. And of course, my goal is to make sure that you become sovereign in your trading, that you become an independent thinker in your trading, and that you can execute completely on your own. I think that's important. But the community serves as a pretty beautiful way to be there with like-minded people that are spiritually developed people. No Lambo seekers and ego stuff, but just nice people that are a little bit nerdy in their trading and really love like deciphering the charts and deciphering the algorithm and making sure that they make some money out of it. So yeah, that's it. I hope this was valuable. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.